Imagine being forced to flee your home, seeking safety among your neighbors, only to find their doors shut. Shocking, isn't it? That's the reality faced by millions of Palestinian refugees for decades. But here's the twist. The very countries they expected to offer sanctuary refuse to do so. Why? Stay tuned as we unravel this mystery that could reshape how you see the Middle East forever. The story begins in 1948 with the Nakba, or catastrophe. Over 700,000 Palestinians fled their homes during the Arab-Israeli War. Neighboring Arab states like Jordan, Lebanon, and Egypt opened their borders temporarily. But what started as short-term aid became a decades-long predicament. Why? Arab leaders had their own priorities, more political than humanitarian. Take Jordan, for example. While they granted citizenship to most Palestinian refugees, others like Lebanon imposed harsh restrictions. Refugees were banned from certain jobs and education opportunities, locking them in cycles of poverty. Is this a humanitarian crisis or a calculated move? More on that soon. Quick question. What's worse than having no support? Having support with strings attached. Let's find out what those strings are. Arab leaders soon realized that integrating Palestinians wasn't just a costly endeavor. It was politically risky. Why? Because they wanted to keep international attention on Israel's actions. Refugee camps became a painful symbol of resistance, but also a deliberate tool to avoid normalizing the loss of Palestinian territories. Here's the grim irony. By keeping refugees stateless, Arab states maintained leverage against Israel. But at what cost? Over 5 million refugees today live in overcrowded camps with limited access to basic rights. Meanwhile, the promise of returning to Palestine remains as distant as ever. What's really going on behind closed doors? Fast forward to today, and the situation has barely improved. Wealthy Gulf nations like Saudi Arabia and the UAE have invested billions in global causes, yet their refugee policies remain shockingly limited. Why? Some argue it's about protecting their national identity. Others suggest it's fear of destabilizing their own societies. But could there be a darker reason? With global attention shifting to new conflicts, Syria, Yemen, Afghanistan, the Palestinian cause is slowly fading into the background. Refugees are caught in a limbo, their plight overshadowed by political agendas and apathy. As the years pass, the hope for a resolution dims. The question isn't just, why won't these countries accept refugees? It's how long can this continue before it's too late? But this is only one part of the story. There's a silent, seismic shift happening within Islam itself, one that could redefine the 21st century. Click here to explore how these shifts could shape the future of the Middle East and perhaps the world.